Hi, and welcome to another exciting pirate news. Today we don't have that much. There was a little bit going on in the news, but nothing that we really want to go too much detail. So tonight we're going to be focusing on a couple local Massachusetts events. And so tonight, really, we want to focus on what's going on over in Arlington, Steve.
Well, we are gearing up for our annual town meeting tomorrow night. It will be considerably different than our usual town meetings. Instead of being in the town hall auditorium, we will be behind the high school on the athletic field in order to keep everyone, nicely spaced apart. And our warrant this year, typically, we originally had something on the order of 83, 84 articles to go through between the select board and redevelopment board deferring non-essential articles. That, my friends, is a cat. Between the select board and the redevelopment board deferring non-essential articles and what we can usually cover on a consent agenda, we're only going to have about 10 items this year or this time around. It will probably be the fastest annual town meeting ever. This election was also the first time I've seen a potential challenge to the election results. What the third place candidate in the select board race is challenging the second place candidate. There were 88 votes separating them, so 6,120 versus 6,208. So I guess we will see how that goes as well. But otherwise, such is life in Arlington.
Now, um, thank you, Steve, for that. The On a state level, though, there is something a little bit bigger happening. Jamie, there was something going on with RCV.
Right. So ranked choice voting, there's a ballot initiative, and they're in the final effort to get the additional 14,000 signatures they needed to get the initiative on the ballot. They raised over 100,000 signatures previously, and now, due to the way Massachusetts law is, if the legislature doesn't approve your ballot initiative, or if there aren't enough people to approve it, then, and of course, it's not like they've met very much, then it has to go to the voters. So they need 14,000 more signatures. They're well on their way, but it's the last. They're going to be printing out the nomination papers that are signed and getting them to cities and towns. So if you want to make sure that ranked choice voting is on the ballot in November and you haven't already signed, especially if you're not in Middlesex, then please go to sign.voterchoice2020.org and just fill out the form, digitally sign your signature, and that'll really help this fabulous and very, very necessary ballot measure.
Okay, thank you for that, Jamie. And thank you for all those who have signed. But if you haven't signed yet, definitely please, we'll put links in the description and get you over there and get that signed. And for the last thing we really wanted to cover tonight, there are a lot of different platforms, especially with the way COVID's winding down. We don't want to rush all of that sacrifice that we've done and rush out there. And one of the things that we really wanted to reach out to our members tonight was to ask really what platforms has been working for everyone. I know some have less security, some have more security, some are working, some are crashing. Jamie, could you go a little bit more into that?
Sure. So, for example, we are recording this on Jitsi. Our instance is hosted by May 1st, but you can go to meet.jit.si and use it yourself for free. If there's two people on the video chat, then it's point to point. If there's 3 or more people, then everything has to go through a server, whether it's hosted by Jitsi, hosted by May 1st, hosted by the French Pirate Party. They have their own instance. You can host one yourself. And that's, it's a great set of tool. We highly recommend it. But if we want to do, say, our party conference, it really requires everyone to be completely trustworthy and not want to disrupt the proceedings. And also it's unclear if it could get 20 or 50 people to participate in it. So we're also looking for other alternatives that folks have seen. Obviously we don't want to use Zoom because that's a privacy nightmare. We don't want to use Skype because, well, they're giving all their stuff to the NSA anyways, as Snowden showed. Google Meet is by Google, so you're but whether you want to be dependent on one of the tech giants, we know we certainly don't. So if you have any suggestions, preferably stuff that could be self-hosted, please do put something in the comments and give us some suggestions, because we're planning our hopefully September party conference that may be outdoors, that may be video chat. We'll see how things go. And we'll be sending out a survey as well. So if you have any suggestions, please pipe up and put them in the comments below.
Yeah, definitely. If you could share them in the comments. We'll also give a link on how you can get direct email communications from us pirates. You can join our crew and get some of that information as well. We do send out regular blasts via email just to keep all of our people updated, as well as do these videos. So thank you for joining us tonight. We're just going to keep this short and sweet, and definitely like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much.